Hey, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new FIFA 18 Ultimate Team Squad Builder featuring yet another Team of the Week gem. Now this has become almost like a little series on my channel over the past few weeks. I've been trying to pick a player from Team of the Week that maybe not a lot of people are looking into, test him out and try and find that one gem who's really not going to cost you much from the Team of the Week. And we'll get to him in just a moment. Just got to go ahead and build the squad around him. Guys, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button on the video. As always, I'd greatly appreciate your like. Let's aim towards 1,000, that would be awesome. And don't forget to subscribe if this is the first video of mine that you're seeing. So I've gone with 87 rated Ter Stegen in goal. Someone that I don't use all that often. And I've got to say, I actually like, you know, it might be one of the first times I've used this upgraded version of him. And he seemed really good. He's a good link for chemistry for me. I think I could have used Kale or Navas or something, but that would have been a bit boring. He's someone I use all the time. At left back today, we've got the meta. We've got David Alaba. I basically have a Bundesliga bit going on the left-hand side, and then a couple of leagues on the right. So we've got the Spanish league starting here with Carvajal at right back, 84 rated. He does have a path to glory, but it's not upgraded or anything like that. So you could get it if you had more coins, or you think maybe something might happen with that at some point during either the rest of the season or the World Cup or whatever. We then have Nacho Fernandez, one of my favourites on the game. You will have seen me use him quite a few times in squad builders and in different series and stuff, but he's just super solid. He's I feel like this is a cheaper version of Sergio Ramos. You know, he's not the tallest, but he is actually super quick and really good on the ball, which I like about a centre-back. And then having, my favourite centre-back next to him, Jerome Boateng, who is massive, so we get that height advantage from him. And then again, pace, defending, physical from a man-beast like this. I've played a whole bunch of games with this untradeable version, and I had a tradable version before that, before I packed this one, which I'd played for well over 100 games as well, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, he's just someone that I'm always going to be using at centre-back. He, for me, just, you know, I know that I can rely on his positioning, his strength, everything about him. So now moving on into the midfield, of course we complete the buy-in trio, we'll get to that in a second, but we start some Premier League action going on here with Gini Wijnaldum's FUTWIZ card. If you don't have that, regular one's going to have to work for you, or any other Liverpool centre mid. You know, you could go Lallana. If you've got that Henderson, the SBC Henderson, that would work very well in this squad as well. I'm sure it's actually kind of similar to a card like Gini, perhaps anyway, although it might be slightly more defensively oriented, but that's fine, because you can have Vidal and Henderson as your defensive players, and then Ox does really well at getting up the pitch. It's odd that he's a centre midfielder. Obviously that is where he plays for Liverpool, but he's obviously got low defensive stats for someone that is in the centre mid spot, and he's super quick as well. It's a very unusual centre mid type player. We then have Arturo to finish off that buy-in trio of goodness. You know, he's always going to be great. Apparently, actually, he's not always going to be great, because I think on head-to-head his pace has been drastically reduced, which means that there might not be a buy-in trio like that next year, unless someone like Goretzka could fill the spot and have a triangle like that. Don't know, but yeah, it's just I think Vidal, it might be his time over for the next edition of FIFA. On the right hand side of our attack, we do have 92 Mo Salah. Yeah, there's a 93 rated version one out at the moment. I'm not going to get it just because it seems super likely that he's going to win Player of the Year. If that's going to be the case, I imagine it would come out on FIFA in the next few days, and if so, well, I would get that over the 93 rated Player of the Month. Leon Bailey, someone that I adore on this game. You guys know, if you've watched the Road to Glory, that he's a complete beast, and I absolutely freaking love him. Loads of pace, great dribbling, shooting, passing. He's got a low finishing stat, but for some reason people seem to be all bothered about that. Well, I'll pay 69,500 coins for him, and I'll stick him in my squad because his shot power and long shot ability and stuff is just phenomenal. Now, this is the gem from Team of the Week this week, in my opinion. We have Kevin Volland, someone which for the past couple of FIFAs has actually been really usable and really decent at the start of the game, and I don't remember him having special items, so the fact that he's now got an 83 rated Team of the Week, you might look at that pace stat and think, no, I'm not going to bother using him. don't, because the dribbling, the shooting, the passing, the physical, just take a look at these in-games. Yeah, you're going to need something to help him with that pace. I've gone with the Hawk. That's going to boost his pace, his shooting, and his physical somewhat. Engine would be a useful option. Just take a look at the shooting stats, though. Decent attack positioning and finishing. His long shots and shot power, that's what I'm talking about. We're definitely liking them. And there's just other stats across the board, like his strength is really good, great physical, all of that type of stuff. And I feel like he could just be that type of player with a left foot cannon to be our Team of the Week gem this week. So I took him in game and, well, with the whole team. And it's not just all about him. Obviously, I scored some goals with some other players as well. And I think, actually, all of my goals did come from, like, that front three. So Leon Bailey gets on the score sheet a couple of times. And obviously, Mo Salah does as well. Because it's tough to use someone like Salah, especially as such a high-rated version, and not just do wonderful things with him, because, like, he's 92 Salah, he's got crazy stats everywhere. But yeah, linking up with Kevin Volland, we have two very quick players. Bailey and Salah, both, like, I mean, Bailey's 96 pace. Is this Salah I've got 98 pace or 97? I don't know, but they're both too quick. So if you were worrying about, like, Volland not being quick enough, well, one, we've tried to boost him with the Hawk, and then two, we've got two incredibly quick players next to him, which is obviously going to help out, and then he can just be more of, like, that target man up front. You're seeing him hold off defenders quite well. We'll get to his goals as they happen in a moment, but obviously I'm scoring a couple with Salah and stuff first. That was probably kind of a lucky goal going in off the defender, but Volland picks it up here, goes for that shot. You'll notice that every possible chance I'm getting, I'm shooting with Volland, because he's got an absolute left foot cannon, loads of shot power. For some reason, for me, I can shoot better with a left footed player. I don't know why. I actually don't know why, but it always seems like left-footed players have a better shot, and that's great for the attack that we've got, because obviously Salah's left-footed, and you need to get it on his left foot because of his weak foot as well. And then Bailey's left-footed as well, although he's got a very good weak foot, so that's kind of usable. And then Volland, well, it's just a cannon. It really is a left-foot cannon. You think of some of these sort of players, like he reminds me a little bit of shooting on FIFA with, like, Robin van Persie back in the day. It's someone who can just absolutely welly it with that left peg, and it just works out so very well. And I'm pretty sure we're about to start getting onto his goals. Some of them are nice, some of them are showing off that powerful shot, some of them are just a little bit of finesse right there, picking the ball up, well positioned player. I think I score the odd penalty and stuff, and the odd tap in as well, but it just, I mean, those sorts of things, if I'm scoring the penalty with him, he's probably earned it. If I'm scoring these tap-ins where I receive the ball after a defensive error from my opponent, he's in the right position to have won that. And then you also notice that sometimes I just cannon it, and when that happens, he's just managed to earn himself enough space from being in the right position to just friggin' welly it into the back of the net. And yeah, there's some super powerful shots going on, but I don't know, I've always found him to be a great player to get, like, kind of at the start of the game for the road to glory, because often there's a couple of Bundesliga gems and stuff that you can build a team around. I imagine going forwards, people like Leon Bailey are going to be great at the start of the game, just regular versions. And if so, you can link him to Volland as a teammate for a strong link and stuff like that. But he doesn't normally get informs, or is not normally that usable after the first month or so of the game, because then it's just the regular Volland, and, well, this year he's not as quick as he was. But I feel like the inform stats for players that go up to, like, an 83 or an 84 or 85 or 86, sometimes they go from, like, being an 82 all the way up to an 85 or whatever. But when they get that first inform, and it's quite a big boost, like the stats across the board for someone which has pretty good stats to begin with, that can turn a player into someone that was once usable into someone you can definitely go ahead and fit back into your team again. And I feel like this is kind of the player. Now, I bought him at like 25,500 coins on the night that he came out. I think when I sold him a day after, he dropped. I sold him for like 21,000 coins. So I'm guessing there's a bit of fluctuation. I don't know if someone else has spotted this guy or has noticed that he's good or something, and you know, he could end up being sort of 30k. I don't know. But if you can get him for around that 25k mark or less, then you are getting a serious bargain. And I definitely would recommend, you know, if you're going to build a full Bundesliga side, then getting Leon Bailey into the team is kind of like an essential. Or if you can get someone else pacey up front with him in a two-striker formation, Volland on the left because he's left-footed, use the Dortmund Aubameyang or something like that and get him into the team, because obviously that card is still on the game even though he doesn't play for Dortmund anymore. That could be another very wise option. Timo Werner's got like loads of special items as well, so that could be a good like German strong link up front. Volland with the strength, with the physical to hold it up, and with that absolute clout with the left peg, and then someone a bit pacier, a bit more agile off him. I don't know, feels like that could work. This is this week's Team of the Week gem, guys. I think he's great. Kevin Volland, 83 rated in form. Let me know if you plan on using him. You can also tweet me some squads and stuff if you want. Different teams that you could fit a player like Volland into. Guys, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button at the end of the video, and of course don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Most importantly, have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.